Hey everybody, Rodman here. Thanks for tuning in to Kenshi Birth of a Hive. If you need a recap of the rules and goals, here they are. So, last episode, how to put this? We got a little bit of a pickle. I think that's the nicest, simplest way of putting it. Queen went in to scout ahead and see if rescuing Ferris was a possibility. And honestly, it is. As you can see here, there's plenty of shriekers, and I'm not likely to be immediately consumed. So what I'm going to be doing is sending Hela to rendezvous with Queen, so that Hela and Queen can go help spring our friend Ferris out of prison. I was sending Ferris into the world's end, but he sort of got caught. Everyone else is going to go sit in the middle of this lake because there's really no way for them to be attacked here. I guess there's a little place to stand. If any of them start to blink, I'll know what's happening. But yeah, we'll just camp out on this little island so that I don't have to micromanage too many fights at once. Hela, what I'm going to have you do is hand off your backpack and your bow and your vest off to Queen. So Hela is very, very lightly encumbered. And I'm just going to have you beeline straight to Ferris and pick that prisoner pole. Now, as you can see here, there's obviously some sort of turf war going on. And I'm going to be using this to my advantage. A lot of these man catchers here are being absolutely overwhelmed by the shriekers. Now that there's really powerful shriekers and really powerful man catchers and all sorts of, shrieking bandits, this territory is quite tumultuous. Here is the Grand Wizard who runs all of the cannibals, and he is screaming at everyone to come. Oof. Ooh. Hela just got hit to the chest pretty hard. Screaming everybody to come aid and defend him. But everyone's kind of deployed right now. And as you can see, there was just simply not enough of them to stop me from taking their food away. I don't know what Queen's running for. Oh, I think maybe when Hela got hurt, Queen started running in. So now we're going to run over and out to safety. Let's get on out of here. So Queen will patch up Ferris and Hela. Hela, with the low encumbrance that she has, will then continue to haul Ferris out, and we are going to go rendezvous with the rest of the group. Now, if you're wondering if the game looks a little bit better, or at least, at the very least, different, I am recording on the new computer. I am certainly not running with all of the memory that normally I would be. I had to return my memory. I had some bad sticks, but it makes for a very pretty viewing experience, I think, and certainly a very smooth gaming experience. So, oh yep, there is a whole group of cannibals that just got wiped out. Yeah, there's a big old war going on over here, and I cannot wait to get in the middle of it. Here we are in the floodlands. We're being stalked by iron spiders. Now we just have to get down there. Bushwhack our way down. Everybody, and I mean everybody, can come on to the shore here. I'm gonna set up a bed, and Hela should have her. Queen, you need to return Hela's stuff now. Alright, so Hela has her backpack again. She can set up a bed, toss Ferris in it. Hela is a little wounded herself as well, so Beep, the gentle robot that he is, will set up his bed. Oh, everybody wants to set up their bed. Unfortunately, I have no idea who actually did. Oh, hello, Iron Spider. So, I guess we're gonna need some more beds here in a moment. I'm totally happy fighting this fight. I do have the complex combat stats up and on, so when we get into fights, it's not just simple one numbers. I might turn that back off. I haven't really decided. But, yeah, there we go. We're going to sort through everybody that did or did not use their backpacks or get hurt. And try to get back on our feet quickly. Back home... Oh, St. Healy. Let's put that backpack away. Back home, one thing that's interesting that happened was, now that we have steel, or rather the requirements for steel weapons... What are you doing? Hey, it's a broken skeleton. Hey, broken skeleton. It's not often that I find myself having to fight a skeleton. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to fight a good bit of these guys. Queen does not really feel like these skeleton is one of their own or anything like that. Down it goes, and the weapons will be looted, repair kit looted. Alright, let's go through all these people one at a time, making sure that they've, anyone that needs health gets health. So Hella, we did set this up for you. And I believe it was Frenchie's bag that was the one used. Okay, Red Rain needs a little bit of health as well. So Ray, pick up the sleeping bag. Ray also needs health. You know, it is a little annoying to, or not, I wouldn't use the word annoying, but it does take considerable effort to constantly have to heal everyone up. It'd be better if I didn't all get damaged, but you know how it is. Alright. Hella, let's get you sleeping. Oh, there's some cannibals coming in. A whole bunch of them, actually. This is probably, to be honest, one of those situations where I'm always going to find myself beset by enemies. So instead of being constantly beset, I can just wade into the water and have them leave me alone. If they try to take Red Rain... Actually, Red Rain's already conscious. Yeah, there's really nothing they could do but tread water near me, which means they are going to leave and leave me alone as a net result. Which is important, because I'm really eager to get going, and being constantly slowed down by cannibals or whomever is definitely a pain. Alright, Ferris. You go rest. Hella rest. Frenchie rest. Red Rain. And Thorns. No, Red Rain needs to rest as well. Troller Sauce. Yeah, we're missing some camp beds, that's for sure. So I will do my absolute best trying to get rolling here. Ray, do you have a... No, you also don't have a camp bed. What happened to all our camp beds? I tried to have the one bed per person policy enacted, and I've done a fairly terrible job of it, as it seems there's so many of these guys that just don't have beds. Queen, you can put your armor back on. Alright, Hello, you're fully healed. And hopefully the sloped hill incline doesn't stop me from being able to reclaim these. Ferris, that's close enough. I see the additional spider. Sort of curious if it's actually going to come for me. So far, it just seems to be wandering away. Troller sauce. Red rain, but you're going to need a hand to get out. And you're also going to need a hand picking up the bed. But there we go. Ray and Frenchie. We're all good enough. Alright, looking pretty good. Queen, how about you take this splint kit? There we go. So now, we are ready to march on out here. Someone is still wounded. Oh, Minus is. Oh, bummer. I wish I had noticed that a little bit earlier. I would have had him rest with everyone else. Alright, Ferris, your whole job was to try to get to the world's end, so I'm going to send you that way. Everyone else is going to wait just a little bit for Minus's arm to recover. That's probably good enough. Alright, off on our way as well. That is what I'm eager to do. So the slowest mover of this group is Ron. We're all going to follow Ron, and we are likewise actually going to go to the world's end, sort of shadowing Ferris a little bit. And then from there, definitely looking for some fights. I don't want to shy away from the combat. It's really only able to get better by fighting. Alright, so Ferris I have queued up, going straight to it, to the world's end, and now I'm going to queue up that as well. Who's lagging behind here? Probably a bone dog. Yes, that is indeed the case. Sometimes they get hung up because they have more or less a larger collision box, and they get hung up and they get stuck, and they fall behind. Alright, so we should be switchbacking up these mountains, which are significantly prettier than they ever once were. I can see why someone would build at the top of the world's end. Kind of nice up there. Switch over to Ferris. And there is a recruits delivery that just got delivered to the Iron Hive, so I'm going to have to check that out in just a moment. But before we do, I am looking for... here's another recruit delivery if I want it. I was looking for the plastic surgeons here. I don't see any plastic surgeons there. All of this entire city seems to be out of power right now. Alright, so let's switch back over to Silvershade. He can accept some of the recruits. He's screaming, "Excuse me." I'll do this in just a second once I find Ferris where Ferris wants to be. Alright, so come on. Gurgle. Soto. Funny names you guys have. Where's your surgeon? Is he out on the street? Nope. Now, the last time it was like an old guy with oh, there he is. Alright. Mr. Ferris. How are you doing? You're going to be renamed something a little bit more comical, I think. So, let's give you your new name, Slinky. And Slinky, let's go run north and try to get home. I'm hoping not to require a military escort. Now that we're in the world's end, I am going to start to run towards Bast. I'm going to run east with the military escort. I think the idea is to go to the Flats Lagoon and pick up whatever kind of technology that we can. Sort of fighting everyone that we can as well. Alright, so the recruits are here, and we've got some drones and soldiers that we'll be able to recruit. So here we are. I'm going to talk to this soldier. Going to recruit him. His name is going to be Carpo. Carpo, for now, you are going to go and follow Meat Pants as a full-time job, just like everybody else. You'll fit right in. And then Silvershade, who else do I have in the queue to recruit? So we just got Carpo and Slinky. I guess, yep, there's one more that I have to recruit. So let me queue that up just now. Silvershade, recruit the other Hive recruit. And cash in. And likewise, you're going to follow Meat Pants, full-time job. I currently do not actually have anyone in the queue for Hive drones. So that means that if you are a patron of mine, and you would like a character named after you, well, let me know. Just message me on Discord. So Cashian here would like to start making the meds. I think I'm going to put the med bench in here for now. Let's rotate it around so the bench faces the room. And then we're also going to want to put a med crate in as well. So storage, metacrate. I'm going to put it right in the middle of the room so it's really, really easy to grab whatever you need. And then a light over the building. And Cashian here is going to actually be responsible for making meds. Yes, I realize he's a soldier, but I don't really care about that. Neither does he, so perfect. And then Carpo, you are likewise... Actually, let me just... Yeah, let's get a full 2. Carpo, you are also going to get a weapon. I'm going to give you a polearm. Cashian, you're going to have to get a weapon pretty soon, too. What other armor that we have? We have leg plates for... I'll give you leg plates, both. So Carpo, let's get rid of your old stuff. And start burning up the stuff we don't want. Some vests. The idea, of course, is to, not purposefully, but definitely to encumber them so that, that we can level up some endurance and some strength while they're doing whatever they need to be doing. Heresy, looks like you filled up the electrical components. It's weird to be selling them as a trade good, but, you know, it's just the way it is. Alright, so the Hands of the Queen here are definitely a much larger squad. We got Slinky, who's going to start slinking off on his own. Who is this? Is this a raid coming my way? And then Ron and the rest of the group. But let's see about this raid. So we've got the Blind-Eyed Kin and the Traders Guild caravan visit. So is this Blind-Eyed Kin? I think if we're this close to a raid, I might as well poke my head over. I'm not sure what this is. If it's Cannibal Raid, they're probably coming from the wrong spot. Cannibals generally come from the Cannibal Capital. And, you know, not from some random angle or whatever. Alright. Godspeed to you, Slinky. I hope you get home. keeping an eye out for... Oh, so, yeah. So what this is... Oh, this is a good fight. What this is we had a temporary healing spot here before. And as a result, the raid came in here and didn't go anywhere. I'm going to attack all these guys. Queen, Hella, Frenchie, you guys are the crossbow people. Let's focus on their leader. Or really anyone that's coming close to Queen. And then I'll try to give you good camera work over for the rest of the combat. Let me oversimplify the fight numbers, just so that it's simple to look at. So, general here, where is it? Simple info. Like someone just got hit, stomach 144. That was from Thorns, I think. That's just fatal. Frenchie's making sure that Queen doesn't get messed with. And this is going to be... Oh, yeah. Here's their war leader coming in on Queen. Kind of makes sense, right? The two leaders squaring off. And I'm being warned that there's a cannibal raid. Alright, so this is a different cannibal raid, clearly, coming to the Iron Hive. Which is good now that the Iron Hive is starting to outfit. And all the iron from the raid will be quite useful. We do have some people downed. Not everyone. And some people are way better armored than others. But there is a war leader here. And Queen is able to take the blueprints off of him. Maybe take his weapon. All his other stuff here. I don't know. The pants are okay. But no, I'm not going to bother. I'll start taking meds off of them, though. We definitely have some of them losing some limbs. As you can see, there's all sorts of limbs rolling around on the ground here. It's gross, but, you know, it's just, you fight us, we'll chop your arms off. They're trying to steal Ches. They're trying to, you know, they're trying to abscond. This was a really good fight. You know it's a good fight when not everyone stays conscious. You know, if it's really too easy, like with the Hungry Bandits, pretty much everyone stays conscious the entire duration of the fight, and, you know, you haven't really given it your all, if everyone seems fine. But in this case, not everyone was fine. Some people actually did get knocked unconscious, and that's a pretty good indicator that, you know, you're at your match. If you think about, like, long-distance running, or... Oh, Slinky is being targeted. Let me just lend an eye, making sure that he's okay. Adds big things. Oh, that's not good. But they don't seem to be actually paying too much attention to him. You know, if you're doing long-distance running, you want to sort of push it to the limit. Oh, yes. What a good song. Push it to the limit so that you can, you know, become, you know, stronger or faster or more endurance or whatever it is. Alright, let me queue up just a bunch of beds. I'm not even going to make these orderly. Maybe I'll just make sure that they don't overlap. And I'm going to queue people up to, hopefully if they have beds on them, queue up beds to rest. Now, the nice little shortcut where we just build a structure and then tell everyone to go engineer is... Actually, I could probably just turn on engineering. There we go. Now we know who has beds. Oops, that is not what I meant to do. My bad. He's being targeted again. So far, not actually hit or anything. In truth, I should probably watch, but I don't want to keep jumping around from scene to scene. Oh, we've been eating their arms. That's delicious. As you can see, some of them are trying to carry us off. They all regained consciousness and they're running away with us. Red Rain and Thorns having none of that. It's pretty risky of them, right? Because it's not like we're hurt. We're definitely faster. Alright. Now I'm just going to sort of monitor for health. And then once you know, everyone's healthy, I will... What I'll do is I'll pick up the bags in the order... The character order that we've got. Oh, so Slinky actually did get hit once. He's sort of running straight into a giant war raid, so I'm going to take over real quick and tell him to run. Run, Forrest, run. Alright, well that's a whole lot of them that are unconscious or dying or dead. And we are healing up pretty quick. So Ron, I want you to pick up your own bed. And what I'll do is, actually I will dismantle them and just pick them up. You know, in sort of numerical order. First squad member to last squad member. And that way... Whenever I need a new, where did that bed go? Someone, I think, just snagged it to then construct it. It was Queen. No, it's not much of a problem as long as I account for it. Alright, Slinky, how are you doing? You, at this point, should be... staying a little bit further north. Alright, let's try to break camp quick. So everybody that's all set, I'm going to have them get out of bed and get moving. Alright, Acid, you're all set. Pharaoh, pick that bed up. What I really need to do is start manufacturing it. My guess is Jay pretty soon will have the capacity to manufacture those. Or, you know, he'll build the capacity to manufacture them. Still trying to get targeted. Man. Alright, Beep has an extra bed, so we're going to pass that off. Mohammed, you're going to grab this one. And Nave, you're going to grab probably this one, unless you already have one. Nope. Good. Acid, you are going to wait for the... Nope, these guys are fully healed. I'm just trying to do this as fast as I can. Acid, grab. And away. Louis. Grab. I see you crawling. And away. Sing Healy. No, we don't need to chase them. If they want to run away, that's fine. Queen, your turn. Everybody else has a name. She just has a, like, rank or something. Hella. Frenchie. Now the problem is, there's really no way I know of to really truly avoid downtime. You're always just gonna have downtime when you have combat. You can't just go all out all the time and expect to not, you know, get slowed down and encumbered by whatever it might be. It might not be even combat. Just might be organizing inventories or, you know, stuff like that. Red Rain and Thorns is going to carry these two. So Ches will hold it for them and then hold one of his own. Slinky is again being targeted. Alright, so they're holding their own. Oh, actually, you know what? They have one of each. So Thor and Troller Sauce. And it looks like we're just missing 3 bags. So the last 3 in the queue here, we will not have bags. Well, this group is ready to go, and we're ready to follow Ron, and we're just going to start running into Bast. But that's a whole raid party that got wiped out. Oof. Slinky, however, is being beaked hard. I'm lucky that he got beaked in the arm, because being beaked anywhere else would have been really, really bad, like in the leg. But what I'll try to do is run these big things into the Leviathans. Leviathans are usually totally fine with the occasional stranger, the occasional random person. I think that might be to protect the tech hunters from being targeted. But when you add more people in, that's when they get spooked. We're definitely going to need to get Slinky home quick, because bleeding out and all. So let's continue out to the Iron Hive. And it looks like this raid is taking its fair time, but will be upon us soon enough. I'm sort of curious. So we're out of iron, and says we're out of iron plates, but I know that is not the case. I'm pretty sure, right? No, I guess... Yeah, I guess at first glance, we don't have any iron plates anywhere in storage. Okay, well, you must have used them for good things or whatever. So we're definitely going to have to keep an eye out for some additional iron plates that we'll be able to pick up from dead bodies, etc. Where's Slinky? He's still pretty far away. Now, the thing is, there's a large raid party that's coming in on us, so we don't have infinite time. I really don't want to get in a fight with the swarm and then also have a defensive fight going on. That would be probably just too much to juggle. So Slinky is cresting the mountain here, heading home. And hopefully staying conscious enough to get there before the raid does. That's a live bug. That's a live iron spider. Yeah. With any luck, there's a bunch of live iron spiders that are going to be in the way for whoever the intruders are. I could, of course, drag people in to be in the way. Oh, this raid party. Well, I guess they're trickling in. I wouldn't say that there aren't a lot of people. There does seem to be a fair amount. Alright, well, Swarm is being targeted. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Slink finally got home, so he is going to hop into the hands of the Queen. And then, of course, I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, you have a 20-person maximum, but that's for attack squads. So the 23 people that are in hands of the Queen is fine. It's just we can't go... as an attack squad, we can't go higher than that, but as a defensive squad, it's totally fine. Alright, so these guys are on a long... Oh, these raiders are dumb. Let's go shoot at them. What I was saying was the... Yeah, they're on a long path, huh? I'm going to turn jobs off, turning passive off too. Alright, let's get just rid of the stay close to meat pants, because apparently we try to do that anyway. So right now we're just sort of picking them off. They're in the water. I have very little chill. Another thing I'm going to need to do is the people that are defending. I'm going to go through them one at a time. Jert, Little Light, we're just going to get in a big old group here. Pony, Cookie, Talon, Jay, we'll follow Meat Pants later. Meat Pants, all you passive off, jobs off. I want all hands on deck on this one. And they're getting pretty close to the. A lot of them are just scrawnies, but that doesn't mean I necessarily want them up in my face. Now, for whatever reason, only like one or two even took the bridge. But, yeah, we're getting some numbers on us now. Telling everyone else to hold. Slink. You, however, being naked and wounded, you can sit this one out. Ooh. Imagine being that guy. Chasing, getting so close, you're almost upon them, and then all of a sudden, boom, like, you just get shredded. Alright, everybody else, let go hold. Let's move a little bit so we avoid some friendly fire. And one of the advantages is a lot of the home people have significantly... Well, I wouldn't say tough armor, but pretty decent armor. I mean, there's certainly no one that's like, you know, more or less naked here, unless they're brand new. And even Cash and Carpo have, you know, some sort of armor on. Then we're also going to have to decide who's going to be the collector of gear. It probably should be someone like Resnick or Crab, who have relatively large, maybe Resnick, who have giant backpacks. Cash, you don't have a weapon, do you? Well, Talon doesn't have a weapon, but that's by design. Alright, so looking at our guys, we might want to do a quick heal and regroup. This Iron Spider's clearly having a, you know, it's shredding everyone. Alright, putting everyone back on work. Looks like a whole lot of people are idle. Anyone that is hurt, I will send into rest. Doesn't necessarily mean we're done. This is very much just sort of first wave, so we do have some additional waves that are sort of trickling in. I suppose Silvershade and Green, they either didn't get hurt or barely got hurt, so they can keep watch. Alright, Slinky, thanks. Yeah, we have some serious wounds in this group, I guess. I mean, nothing life-threatening, but definitely something worth healing up on. Ezra here is administering some aid. A whole bunch of people are now sleeping. Alright, so that spider is active. Got to keep an eye on that. Now, there's a lot of armor and stuff like that just sort of sitting around, so what I'm going to do is, with Resnick, I'm going to start collecting it. But I do want Ron to continue to move. So we are going to be... Where are we right now? I want to be moving south. Okay. Who's Green fighting? He's shooting at someone. Oh, shooting at maybe that swimmer. Ooh, that was a good shot. Alright, Rez. Let's strip the cannibals and take their meds too. So if they do regain consciousness, they're really not able to do very much. They'll be naked and they'll be unarmed. Now some of them sort of clip into the hill here, into the mountain or whatever. They're kind of scrawny cannibals. And Seiko here is furnacing bodies, so the corpse furnace is... Scrawny cannibal isn't worth a lot of steel, so it's not that big of a deal, but it does melt down their little iron clubs into nothing. You know, it just destroys it so that it doesn't become melted for gear. Which I could see as being a bit of a problem if you're really strapped for iron, I suppose. 6.7, alright, so we got some 10 there. I'll just mostly focus on the regular cannibals. Because the little guys, like them, they don't tend to have much. The little green ones, the scrawny ones. Oh, this one looks like to have a helmet. Good for him. He must have been important. Ooh, green. What is going on there? I didn't realize he engaged this iron spider, and he really messed himself up bad. That's not what I wanted to do. Rez, just start moving back to the... Yeah, there we go. Alright, Silver Shade is trying to take out this iron spider by himself. And there's a whole lot of people that would like to help. I just need to be careful about who helps, because it's not always helpful if the group mashes themselves up. Alright, so let's go. Silver Shade, you're going to go pick up green and bring him to some semblance of safety. Little Light, and maybe Pillar, and Oboro. Now, Little Light, you can tap this one out. Who else? Cookie. Cookie, Oboro, Pillar. You three. Everybody else is going to be set to passive, but you three are going to be set to hostile. Everyone else is on passive just because they have far lower levels of armor. I just picked the guys that that looked well armored. Oh, Seiko's trying to grab bodies. Alright, green got real mashed up here. So Pillar, Oboro, Cookie. We'll go fight the spider. It's good toughness training, that's for sure. Alright, Pillar is unconscious. Geezer, let's have you step up. This thing is attacking us so quickly. We're really... Ooh, Oboro really took a bad hit. Alright, Silver Shade, how about you just start shooting? Geezer's down. Seiko, let's have you help. So green should be... Yeah, green's all patched up. Beast Trader's on the way. Whoa, okay, so the spider died, but we got pretty hurt. Dead spider, though. I mean, hey, that's something, right? Alright, we're going to start rescuing everybody. Then with all of this armor that we got, let's go ahead and melt it down. And even more healing for you guys. I would say a success only because really surviving any fight is a huge boon to toughness. So every fight that we walk away from is a fight that I'm happy to have had. Alright, we're definitely stocking up our barracks. Really, it should just be a hospital. Crab, would you be so kind as to picking up Geyser? Now, the thing is, when you're unconscious and there are unconscious cannibals nearby, I am allowed to tap them out. They are trespassers. That much is allowable. But you do definitely have to be careful because any of these guys could just like get up and try to kidnap someone. And it would be pretty easy for them to slink off and have me not notice. So I'm going to have Silver Shade run around just tapping them out. And then we'll start to throw them in the furnace. Got caught stealing. What are you? Conscious? Alright, I'll pick you up. It's funny, I got caught stealing trying to kill him. There we go. You're dead. Alright, those are the obvious ones. There was some bodies over here too. Alright, let's go loot them as well. Seiko, let's have you rest. Alright, so Silver Shade is starting to loot the ones at the end of the path. Now, it looks to me, just on first glance, like there's a lot of spiders that are angry out there. So I gotta be extra careful. And then it looks like the spider did a good number on a lot of the guys that were incoming. There's a ton of bodies in the shoreline here. Alright, we'll come back. We'll just make this smelt run. I am happy that I was able to actually defend for once. I'm going to pause for a second because I see the main squad is being attacked. Oh yeah, they're currently in combat. Let me switch over there. It's just a skimmer. Oop, it's a flying skimmer. Alright, let's all follow run again and just keep moving. Yeah, I don't really like the feeling of having to abandon ship and go into the ocean when we're faced with overwhelming odds. It's just not my style, but I'm not foolish either. I know when I'm outnumbered and I need to leave, I have to leave. That much is always clear to me, but it's never a good feeling when you have to just sort of abandon camp. Alright, so here's the leader. The man catcher is probably the leader of the group. Let's finish him off. Oh, he doesn't even have a, I can't even finish him off. Alright. Doesn't have that loot item for execute. Interesting. I'm not sure why some do, some don't, but it doesn't really matter. It's probably just load order. My guess is actually load order matters sometimes. In order for that item. I beg to differ. There's yet more to set aside. Looks like the trying to path to this bed was a bit of a problem. So jumped into the dev mode. Come on. Is there someone in this bed? Oh, Little Light's in the bed. Wait, how is that possible? He was also happened to be very, very, very far away and sleeping. Well, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Geyser, I really wanted you in there. Where you go rest up. Alright, Silver Shade, let's have you smelt down the remnant armor. I love when it comes nice and easy. And then we also have some cannibal blueprints. I don't think it really yet unlocks anything good. Oh, no, maybe. We have a good bit of it. Let's see. Smithing, nope. Ooh, 4 AI cores for edgewalkers, huh? And I still need advanced weapon grade. It's really a lot of investment to make your own weapons. I gotta say, there's a lot of tech involved. I mean, there should be. You can make a ton of money because it doesn't take a whole lot of resources. Most of the resources is just like time and iron, and a little bit of power, and that allows you to make some pretty crazy good weapons. So you're a live spider. You're pretty much all healed. You are a live spider, but you're really shredded. Silver Shade ain't no scared of you. Just shoot it in the chest, please. Every shot's like a foreleg. Come on. I'm gonna have green join too. Might go a little faster. These spiders, not only do they have iron plating, which is pretty important to our crew, given that we don't have a source of iron, but you know, it's crossbow training, and it's also safer to just not have crazy strong iron spiders on our perimeter. Yeah, finally, Jesus, guys, that took a while. Alright, so this one was injured because there's a bunch of cannibals underneath. And I'm just hoping to grab their armor and smelt it down. These numbers I'm getting are pretty good. They're not like Eagle Cross numbers, but definitely with time we whittle them down pretty good. I've been enjoying some of the triple-digit numbers that the Bone Dogs have been putting out, that's for sure. Those Bone Dogs, man. They're crazy. Alright, there goes the other one. Silver Shade, you have a little bit of inventory space? You do? Alright. Invaders must die. Let's combine stack these small meds. Maybe we save some space. We do. We save a lot of space. Alright. And let's get back over. How's the swarm doing? The swarm is in Venge, or close to Venge. I'll have them queue up and keep on moving. Green, you had mostly plates. These plates are getting used pretty quickly, I gotta say. Alright, so I discovered a way station. Seiko, Honey, Talon, you're all fine. Jay, Dig, Meat Pants, Geyser, Heresy, Skith, Angel, Snowy, yeah. Pretty much everybody's fully healed. Alright, that about sums up how many enemies I gotta loot. There's like one, maybe more. So a lot of these iron plates are going towards medi stuff. Yeah, it was just one item more. Let's run on back. And focus on the other group. Sounds like they're getting some pretty cool stuff. Heresy, you have one of those good bags. Alright, let's move the iron to the iron storage, and then we can start making it into armor. Some old plate beating. So I think everybody at home... Alright, we are definitely rolling out some MK1s. They're real nice. So Cash, I want you to use this heavy polearm. There we go. And then let's go through Crab. You need a weapon? Oh, no, you're the weaponsmith. You don't really need a weapon. Who else needs a weapon? Snowy, you should put the leather away. It's full, never mind. Take it back. Tal, no, you're a martial artist. Cookie, that's actually not a bad saber. Jert, you are steel refining, so that's fine that you're holding all those. I suppose, in truth, we don't really need other weapons. I'm rather surprised by that, but okay. I'm going to switch over to the soldier here. So, we are not taking the clear-cut path here. Who's, We are in the land of lasers, by the way, as I'm sure you've been able to discern. Venge is the land of lasers. Pharaoh, you're falling behind. Oh, because you got lasered to the leg. I'm going to have you camp real quick. It won't take long to, ooh, big laser. And Pharaoh gets lasered pretty hard. Alright, Ron, could you turn around? So they're talking about the origin of gutters / big things. Interestingly enough. Alright, Queen made Pharaoh better. Pharaoh, that's about all the healing I can afford right now. If you find yourself near Venge, the best bet you could do is to travel through it either really covered up, like with dust coats and whatnot, or at night when there aren't active lasers. But the Kenshi on the Rim series, which is a Twitch series I run, that has, you know, Kenshi species and animals and stuff like that, there is a laser beam targeter that reminds me very much of these giant lasers. So the crossover between them I find amusing. So we are in the land of weak thralls, which are just sort of feral skeletons, I guess is the best way to describe it. But I'm not looking really to pick up a fight with any of them because we're just, you know, in the land of lasers, and I'm really not interested in getting zapped like that. But as you can see, there are some old ruined towns, and yeah, there's not much around here. It does get a little dicey around here. I really meant to be way further west than I currently am, so I'll start cutting west. The further southeast you go, if you are unfamiliar with the game, don't go southeast very far. It becomes really dangerous really quickly. So I said I wanted to go to the Flats Lagoon. It's over in this area. It's actually right here, I believe. And the reason is, it's one of the other places that I might be able to find some ancient tech. And then after I acquire the tech, I could actually hit up some libraries as well. But given that most of the... Ooh, that's maybe gonna hurt. Given that most of the best weapon tiers and robotics are gonna also require AI cores. AI cores are some of the hardest technology to obtain. But I consider that a challenge. Oh, the atmospherics. It's pretty glorious, I gotta say. Secret drug farm. Oh, land bats. Let me attack some land bats. I'm actually kind of low on food. And wouldn't mind the fight. If I recall correctly, land bats are actually not great for a source of food. Let me see. Yeah, they're not that great. But they'll have some stuff. I mean, it's still a fight. And it's a lot of animal skins. Land bats really up close look pretty weird, though. I gotta say. A lot of the creatures, I would say, in Kenshi are pretty inventive and strange looking. But land bats look, how to describe? They look like they shouldn't exist. They don't even look like something could have evolved to look like them. If that's a sort of a fair assessment. And there's a lot of land bat loot here, isn't there? Alright, that might be... Yeah, we still have a little bit left. Who is carry weight is the big question. Alright, Hella has some carry weight. Alright. Check in the slowest of us all. 21 seems to... Okay, 20 for Troller Sauce. Queen. Just let's... No, apparently Troller Sauce is as fast as it's gonna be. Rage and minus, you're getting hit. How fast are... Okay, so the land bats are not fast. I'm just gonna walk away from this fight, because it's one of those things like, if we always pick the fight, especially just for one, it could just slow us down, and that's kind of pointless. Alright, so Troller Sauce's leg got a little cut up, which is why he is now currently the slowest. So out to the flats. Alright, we're back in Venge. Land of lasers. Ah! It's really terrible. Getting lasered sucks. Alright, so there's a strange town there, and that's exactly where I'm headed. What are these, black gorillas? Oh, just bone dogs. So this is where I wanted to head all along. This is the Flats Lagoon town. Run by tech hunters, I think. I could be wrong about that. Memory does not serve me all that well right now. Let's see. I definitely want to do some trading. And it is pretty late in the day, so let's hop into this building before they close. Alright, show me your goods. Let's go ahead and sell off the stuff that we have to sell. So the holy plate stuff from the paladins. This vendor really doesn't care that it's stolen, which is good, because some of the weapons I picked up and the teeth. I'll keep the animal skins because we can turn those into leathers and eventually turn them into something else. I forgot to take the Tech Hunters map and actually read it, so I'll queue that up as well. The repair kit we can sell. And I'll just quickly go through all of their inventories. So I think it's just Hella that has anything. Yeah, it's just Hella. Alright, taking a look at their armor, we're not going to really find a lot of... we're not going to find really any hiver-based armor out this way. But I was mostly here to try to pick up high-tech stuff. So, let's see. There's the bar here, headgear shop, another bar, ranger shop, small shack, and the travel and repairs. I think it was the travel and repairs, but I could be wrong. This could have been a false... No, it was not a false trip. There's the science books that I thought I would happen upon. And then backpacks for everybody. So, 1, 2, 3. So these medium backpack, I'm actually going to sell. And pick up that Thieves backpack, which is better for combat. Yeah. So this is exactly why we came for the ancient science books. We've nearly bankrupted ourselves on them, but, you know, I'm happy to pay the cost. Okay, good. I'm glad that memory served properly and that there was a reason to this trip, because otherwise that would have been upsetting. Oh, your name is Tengu? Oh, that's funny. The Emperor of the United Cities, his name is Tengu. But you, sir, are not him. Alright, let's read this map. What does this map say? This map puts a library in obedience on the map. Oh boy. Chad. Alright, Chad is a unique martial arts NPC, but of course he's a Scorchlander and really not someone we're going to add to the group. I just wanted to point out whenever I hit one of the, you know, uniques. Are we okay for ammo? We could use another bolt or two. I know it's a little sad that Hella and Frenchie still use pretty pathetic little toothpicks, but it does help to level them up, make sure that they don't do a lot of friendly fire. Terran. There's a UC pacifier. Merc. Yeah, I don't think there's much else for me down here. Alright, so the last thing I'm going to do is to do a little bit of healing, because we do have a lot of some people that are particularly wounded from that last little Lambat fight, and it wouldn't hurt to send them to rest. Heck, even Queen is a little banged up. Given how fast it is, even their standard beds are totally fine. If I could click them. Let's see. Maybe I can't click them because they're broken. Nope. It must be like... Oh, yeah, I'm on Red Rain. I'm never going to be able to click them on Red Rain. I don't really mind the cost of these beds. Yes, I could be doing this for free. It's just faster and more convenient doing it this way. Alright, run. Picking up Red Rain. Oh, they filled those beds up. This shop. Maybe the travel repairs. We'll have some space. Oh, the second floor has a skeleton repair bed. I don't think Queen needs that, though. No, she doesn't. So we'll just wait for... Are these rentals? I don't know. I'm not going to take the risk. The Beast Trader. You know my policy about animals. We were going to add them once we expand to the main island, and I haven't done that yet, so we'll wait a little bit. And they're really not going to have anything else for me to trade with, so... just stay put. Alright, minus. You need to heal. And saying healing needs to heal as well. So, now that I have all that technology, I think my trip home is going to be as eventful as I'm able to make it. Basically, reading between the lines, picking as many thoughtful fights as I can. Thoughtful because I don't want to just carte blanche, just punch everyone. I mean, that's a good way to just end up getting permanently killed, but hopefully fighting enough of the cannibals to break down their stuff for the technology to learn how to make their arms and armor. Alright guys, well, I ran a little bit long, but if you have any tips, tricks, feedback for me, drop me a line. If you are a patron of mine and would like a character named after you, all you got to do is message me on Discord, and I'm very happy to oblige, and I will catch you all later. Thanks for watching. Adios.